Me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
Yeah, man, on a mission from God. It's Aaron and Dave today. Maybe Jermaine will jump in a little later, but we got the big Rev here today.
He's going to rev up the show.
Right. Band back together.
Forget it. No way. We're on a mission from God.
And we're going to talk WrestleMania and new music.
New music.
Putting the band back together.
Ma'am, you gotta understand that this is a lot bigger than any domestic problems you might be experiencing.
Would it make you feel any better if you knew that what we're asking Matt here to do is a holy thing?
You see, we're on a mission from God.
Yeah, usually I have more to say here, but I really don't today.
For a microphone. Then you lie to me about the band. Now you're gonna put me right back in the joint.
They're not gonna catch us. We're on a mission from God.
I think I told you last week, I read an article that said the mission from God for Dan and John Belushi was actually reviving the careers of all those old blues guys.
I think they did a good job.
I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
Did anybody bother seeing the second Blues Brothers movie? Anybody?
I didn't even know there was one. So
yeah, Blues Brothers 2000 with Jim Belushi.
Works in mysterious ways.
Yep.
All
right. Fixed all the problems.
Yeah.
How do you just like in the middle of doing something and you don't touch anything, the computer, the board, everything went, nope, I'm not doing this today, and just wiped everything out.
Yes.
Didn't touch a thing, I swear.
Yes.
Swear.
It's true. You probably dealt with some technical issues at a concert or two.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Well, actually, this past show that we had last Sunday, I was doing a festival in Boonville, Arkansas. And yeah, we was having, my earpieces wasn't working. I had to pull both of them out of my ears. And then the sound kept, it was a rough run, but we got through it.
I'm going to tell you that just by the name of the place, Boonville, Arkansas, it makes me think that they don't even have Wi-Fi.
No. Well, it's a small little town in Arkansas. It's about 30-45 minutes from here as well.
What's a small town in Arkansas?
I was going to say, did the whole town show up at the show?
Pretty much. I mean, it was
like
right,
1,000 or two.
Right in the middle. Oh, not that many. It was right in the middle of downtown.
Okay, all right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So you've just released an album.
Yes.
You got a couple singles.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that your footprint on the take a stand?
No, it's not.
Like a boot you have? Okay.
No, I don't actually own a pair of boots. I know.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you live in the South and you don't own a pair of boots?
No, I'm telling you, man. I guess I wasn't meant to be born here, but I don't know what's going on.
Are you a city kid?
I'm an LA Dodgers fan. I'm an LA Lakers fan and an LA Rams fan. So I don't know what's going on.
But you're not from LA.
No, I know. People ask me that all the time because the back of my truck, I got it decked out with, my teams and stuff. And everybody's always asking me, are you from LA, man? Are you from LA? I'm like, no, I'm not. So,
hey, you know what? When Aaron, when you get out to wherever you go out there in the South and people go, are you from California? What's the answer?
Yeah.
No.
No.
The answer is no.
No.
I'm not from California. I hate those people. I never want to be one of those people because my experience, like when I moved up to Montana and I told somebody, a friendly person, that I was from California, he's like, yeah, don't tell anybody that here. They don't like Californians.
oh, wow.
Well, I am, we have a Hyundai Santa Fe, and I am trying to figure where I can put a gun rack in the Santa Fe, so I fit in somewhere.
Just get yourself a deer and tie it to the hood.
That's it. Put a bunch of stickers like I belong to a duck hunting club
and
all
NRA
that.
stickers.
Yes,
and don't forget your Punisher sticker.
Oh,
and A
Yes.
Blue Lives Matter sticker. I'm
Yeah.
trying. Oh, the Gadsden flag sticker. Got to have that one.
You guys, y'all y'all are hitting it right on the head.
See, and I never even been there. Never even been there.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking down. I'm not talking
Yo, I
down
know.
at all. I've got
Can't
a few
forget-
of those stickers on my car.
Don't forget, don't tread on me. Also,
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Gadsden flag.
yeah.
I'm gonna hijack this for just a second here.
Go ahead.
Because I was just having this conversation with Daryl, and Big Rev, with you being such an LA fan and Aaron just being a major sports fan. Let's go round table on this real fast. Aaron, what's your opinion of the A's moving to Sacramento for 3 years?
Oh, I think it's great
Okay.
for Sacramento.
Yeah. What do you think it does for the team?
Well, they'll have fans following. Fans, I
Because
mean,
you're an
be there.
A's fan too, right?
Well, no, I'm a Dodger fan.
I know, but you like the
yeah,
A's.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
prefer
baseball
the
fan.
Yeah, you prefer the A's over the Giants.
Oh, definitely.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Rev, what's your opinion? I know this probably doesn't mean a lot to you out there, but being a baseball fan and everything, what do you think about the Oakland A's, who are in a horrific stadium? Forget the history of the stadium. I get it, but that place is a dump. And the surrounding area around the Oakland Coliseum, I'm just going to say it, that's a dump too. It's riddled with crime, garbage, and homelessness.
Yeah.
And I mean, the In-N-Out that made news for closing, the only In-N-Out that ever closed, is almost across the street from the stadium, if that gives you any idea. So with all that information, what do you think about a major league team moving to a nice new minor league stadium of about 13,000, I think is what I had heard reported?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
What's your opinion on that?
Now, are the tickets going to be cheaper, or are they going to be about the same amount?
No, I think the tickets, like any of the seats are going to be like around $80, I would assume, because you're close.
Yeah,
it's like,
I would have said
it's like everybody's sitting on the bottom floor of a stadium.
Rivercat Stadium is a great stadium.
Yeah,
Because what I would think is
Now
they would fill it up a lot quicker, of course, because it's smaller. I feel like
yeah.
they would attract. Oh, they're in a new stadium. Oh, and it's smaller. We could fill that place up. So
Well, there's
Yeah.
that, but at the same time, the article that I read quoted the average number of fans that show up in Oakland is about 3,000. And I think we're going to beat out that number in Sacramento handily.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I think they averaged around 8,000 to 9,000 last season.
Okay.
And
The number
again,
I heard was
yeah.
3, but it could be
Well,
8
no.
or 9.
I
don't
would
know.
say that's the number now.
Okay.
Because they're not showing up.
But still,
Yeah.
if you sell out in Sacramento, that's 13. You're still up by 4,000 fans, and 4,000 fans means more money,
Yeah,
more
Oh,
money for everyone.
they've already. I guess Oakland is already copyrighted.
Sacramento,
Sacramento
yeah,
A's.
they got the trademark on it already.
Yeah, and
I
so
mean that's
because
a done deal. They're
may-
coming.
They may have to stay though.
Well, and that's what I would like to see.
Yeah.
My I said I knew it was a long shot, but my quote unquote dream, it's not my dream, but for lack of a better word, would be that the A's come to Sacramento. They see the response because you can see how rabid sports fans are in Sacramento. Just watch a Kings game, even when they're losing, they're rabid fans, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and if you, except for the time that I moved away for about 20 years, but I spent pretty much all my life in Sacramento. If you wanted to go see a baseball game, you had to drive to the Bay Area. It's a minimum 2 hours drive to go see the Giants or the A's. And there's a lot of expense involved with that too, because you got food and maybe you got a hotel stay or, whatever, gas. There's a lot of expense involved. I think that people and the River Cats haven't had any problem selling tickets. So So I think people are going to go out of their minds to not have to drive to the Bay to see the A's. Now, I'm a Giants fan, but if the A's stayed in Sacramento, I'll be a Sacramento A's fan.
Here's how big it's become. The River Cats have sold more season tickets since the announcement, because if you're a season ticket holder of the River Cats,
you get a World Series.
You get you're first in line to get the Oakland A's or the Sacramento A's or whatever you want to call them tickets. And so
does it give you World Series picks if they go?
I don't know.
No.
And so that would be something but that team's not going to be.
No, I get it, but I mean that's still a nice perk regardless.
And Big Rev, you've got to know this too. The like Dave was saying, the fan, crazy. You're right by University of Arkansas, right?
Oh yeah.
And if you're not Alabama or some other team, you're not winning an SEC title. But those fans, the Arkansas Razorback fans, are crazy.
They're the most. Yeah, and I'm an Arkansas fan myself, but golly, man, they make me so angry. They make me angry sometimes because it's insane how they act, but I will say that that's one of the most passionate fan bases I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I mean, we could be so horrible, and they're still out there calling the hogs, and it's taken 2 hours to get to the stadium. I mean, it's crazy.
And that's how Sacramento is. I'll give you a picture of how Sacramento the Kings fans are. Yeah. Even when they're only winning like 28 wins a season, the games will sell out.
Yeah,
the fans are passionate.
I mean, and try getting I haven't tried to get basketball tickets for a while, but a while back, try getting tickets to a game with Steph Curry or LeBron James at the Sacramento Kings. It's not happening.
Nope.
Not unless you're paying a lot of money.
Even the USC, the USC's basketball team, when Bronny was LeBron's son, was playing for him. He's transferring out now, but the beginning of the year, their tickets went up tremendously just because of Bronny James and a sighting of getting a sighting of LeBron showing up at the games. They just went sky
at the game.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right. So, my dream for the A's moving to Sacramento is that after 3 years or, whatever, they go, we'd be stupid to go somewhere else. Or if they do decide to go to Vegas and that deal goes through, that, when the expansion time comes around, we're top of the list.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Because I think the city needs a baseball team.
It's a baseball town, that's for sure. It is here in Sacramento. A lot of baseball fans.
Yeah. So I just heard or read about one of the players. I don't even know their names. One of the big A's players, though, was just trash talking this whole move. He's like, I'd rather stay here in this facility, and it has everything we need, and we need to fix this stuff, and just stay here. And I was like, then stay there.
Yeah.
Then stay there.
Yeah.
We all know the facilities suck.
Yeah,
they're horrible. They're so old, and the surrounding area sucks. And you don't have any fans that come to see you. So I want to play to 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 people. Just stay there and play ball, and complain about all your misery.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
or you can come to Sacramento where you're going to have fans. People are going to love having you here, and they're going to do what they can to keep you here. So which one do you want? It's my feeling
it'd be
on
exciting fans. So.
I think it's first world problems as far as this player goes.
Yeah,
I think he needs to shut up, take his paycheck, and just play ball.
Yeah.
Anyways, figuratively and literally. All right, Big Rev, you got some new music coming out, right? Or out? I should say.
Well, I released "Make a Stand." And again, that was a song that was released back in 2017, but it didn't get the push that it needed. So once I signed the record deal with Resurrection Records, Aaron was like, let's re-release Make a Stand. And now it's on 3 or 4 radio stations. It is just blown up. My YouTube subscribers have went up tremendously. My Facebook followers have went up tremendously. It's making its rounds. And
That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling when you see those numbers start to climb.
Yeah.
And you're actually like, yeah, somebody listened to it. Somebody saw it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I'm following that up with another song, which is coming out on the 19th of this month, called Don't Stop With It. It's more of a dance song. The same kind of deal. I'm going to re-release it under Resurrection Records, and I'm praying that it's going to get the same push and that Make a Stand did. And then in June, we're releasing Fruits of the Flesh, 3 Days Under, featuring Big Revs. So that's coming out in June.
Yeah, I think we know them.
Yeah,
I think we know them. And so, yeah. And so
Patrick,
that sounds great.
So Patrick showed up for the recording sessions then.
Well, no, he actually sent me. He sent me the music. He sent me the music.
How did I know, Aaron? How did I know?
Yeah, he sent me the music, and the same day he sent it to me, I dropped my verse and sent it back to him, and he was just like, "This is amazing, man!" And then they're in the middle of shooting the video, which I'm supposed to be in the music video, but I'm having issues. I got the wrong green screen, so we couldn't use that. And now I'm waiting on a guy to get back with me so he can actually film me and doing my parts of the music video. So I called Patrick the other day and was explaining it to him. He's like, don't stress out. I'm over here like freaking out. Like, I got to get this done. I'm not a patient person. I want to get it done and get it out there, So I'm in the process of now working on my part for the music video to be released. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited for everyone to hear Don't Stop With It. And then sometime in July, depending on what Aaron Michaels tells me when he wants to release it, I'm going to release another rock rap track called On Fire. Kind of the same thing, man.
Nice.
It was released in 2017, but of course it didn't go anywhere. So now that I'm under the label and I've got some help and a push, I'm going to release that also. So digging into the vault.
And then you also while we were, but you also got your son, your little hype man on the stage too.
Oh yeah,
and he's doing something on a future release.
Oh yeah, the first album that I will release under Resurrection Records will be all completely new songs. But my son will be featuring. My son will be featuring on one of the songs. And then I'm trying. My wife actually is writing some music. She's going to be on the album as well. So
it's a family affair, Aaron.
Yes,
basically yes, on a couple songs, and then of course I'm trying to get Patrick on one of my songs. I've got, DeMac. Me and him are doing a song together. So all this new stuff is going to be under the label. It's going to be amazing. I just don't know when officially the release date's going to be, but I'm just working on a lot of stuff. And then this summer, we're going to be busy traveling everywhere. So
when you release this album, this is just out of curiosity, are you going to be releasing anything physical, like a vinyl or a CD or anything like that? Or is it all going to be streaming?
Well, I will be releasing physical copies of the CDs. I haven't dipped my hand into the vinyl stuff yet. But I mean, who says I won't do that? You know what I mean? So I'm planning on releasing physical copies. This newer album that just come out, Victory and Prayer, I don't have any physical copies of that. That's just online only. But I do have like Q&R code cards at the shows that they can get from the merchandise table and scan it and go straight to the album. So
now, was that vault stuff from that album, or is that stuff that you had recently done?
No, Victory and Prayer is all vault stuff that a lot of songs, a lot of people haven't heard. So pretty much it's new to a lot of people. Of course, not to me, but a lot of people. And it's growing into a lot of people are loving the songs. So
this is an exception to my rule, Aaron, that not everything in the vault is bad.
That's true.
My rule is if my rule is, you hear like, oh, Prince had a vault full of music and, they're going to start releasing it. And then you find out why it was in the vault, because it really wasn't that good in the first place.
Yeah. And he probably wouldn't have released it if he would have been, if he was alive. He probably wouldn't even release it, you know?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but it took me a long time, man. I went through with so many songs, and, you know, and I was asking everybody, like, does this sound relevant? Does this sound this, you know? And I put like, I think 13, 12 something tracks on that. And yeah, I've got a Never Alone remix. I've got a poem on there for my wife. Got a couple of Rev Fox tracks on there that when I was with that group, when we were called Rev Fox, I got a couple unreleased Rev Fox tracks on it, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's doing pretty well, man. It's I'm looking at all my views on YouTube, and they're going up. So I mean, it's doing okay. So
that's awesome. So we're gonna on the podcast gonna play Take a Stand and another track. Tell us a little bit about Take a Stand.
Make a stand. Okay. Basically,
I'm sorry.
No,
Make
you're
a
good,
stand.
You're good. You're good, brother. You're good. It's basically coming from, you know, God wants us to make a stand in His Word, make a stand in our calling, and make a stand. Especially the way this world is now, it's insane. And as a Christian, I'm going to make a stand in my faith, and I'm not going to budge. I'm not going to move. I'm going to make a bold statement in my stand for Christ, and try to help as many as people as I can out there, and have them stand as well, so we can be united in Christ. And especially, like I said, the way this world is. So that's pretty much, I mean, it's just simple. It's just making a stand in Christ and letting everybody know that we are Christians, and we're going to do whatever we can to win over more souls. So
that's awesome. So, hey, here it is. Make a Stand on the Rock Salt MUZKAST Experience.
Yeah. So you